Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Erik ten Hag confirms Anthony Martial is not fit to face Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has confirmed that Anthony Martial won't be available for the weekend's Premier League clash against Tottenham Hotspur at Old Trafford. The Frenchman has been on the sidelines for the past few weeks through illness, and speaking in yesterday's press conference, ten Hag said that he is not fit to face Spurs on Sunday. When asked by reporters, he said, "We have to make him fit, and it's his job as well to get ready for the next game, but in this moment he is having medical treatment and he has to recover." The 28-year-old contributed 9 goals and 4 assists for the Red Devils last season, but he also missed a staggering 29 games with 6 separate injuries. As a result, United made the decision to sign Rasmus Højlund from Atalanta. The Dane has been almost ever present in the lineup since his full debut. Martial is currently a backup striker, but his time with United could end soon with his contract expiring in June. The club have not triggered the extension clause in his deal. There has been no progress over a new contract with a significant pay cut, and he looks set to end his 9-year association with the club at the end of the campaign. The £36 million signing has had several big moments in the club's shirt, but his career appears to be ending on a disappointing note. Hopefully, he won't be sidelined for long. United face a must-win game against Spurs at home this weekend. They have the chance to reduce or maintain the 9-point gap to the top 4 with a victory. A defeat, on the other hand, could increase the deficit to double figures. Erik ten Hag produces cold response when asked about Sancho exit. Jadon Sancho completed his loan move back to Borussia Dortmund this week, and when asked about his transfer during his press conference on Friday, Erik ten Hag had a cold response. The move came about due to a falling out between the pair after Sancho accused ten Hag of lying about the winger not training well in the build-up to Man United clash with Arsenal back in September. All the 23-year-old needed to do was apologize for his comment, but that never came, leaving the Englishman in the wilderness for the last few months. Sancho has now gone back to Dortmund on loan for the rest of the season, and when asked about the player during his press conference on Friday, ten Hag had a cold response, saying just one sentence: "I hope he is doing well, so I wish him the best of luck." Benfica set to sign Alvaro Fernandez on loan with mandatory buy option. Benfica are set to secure the services of Manchester United defender Alvaro Fernandez on loan with a mandatory buy clause, according to Record. The left-back spent the first half of the current campaign on loan with Granada. He has now been given permission to travel to Benfica to undergo his medical. The Portuguese champions have agreed to sign the 20-year-old on a temporary deal until the summer. They have an obligation to buy him for €8 million. No other clauses have been specified by Record. The publication claimed that the Red Devils graduate will have his medical and sign his contract later today. Benfica will start paying the fee from the 24-25 season. Fernandez has been described as one of the best young talents in the academy, but he has been unable to break into the first team plans due to the strong competition. Luke Shaw, Diogo Dalot and Tyrell Malacia can all play in the left-back position. Fernandez has probably made the right decision during the development phase of his career. There have been claims that United could include a possible sell-on clause, and it's left to be seen whether that has been agreed as part of the defender's transfer. A buyback option would also be ideal for the Red Devils, but it seems unlikely. Fernandez should be guaranteed with regular starts at Benfica this term as they chase another title. Only time will tell whether United have made the right choice. If Fernandez goes on to become a world beater at Benfica and moves on to a bigger club, it would be a decision to regret. Fabrizio Romano's crucial update as Liverpool set to rival Man United for Todibo. Nice centre-back Jean-Clair Todibo is seemingly a man in demand at the moment. It's believed that Man United have had a long-held interest in the former Barcelona ace, and given that Nice owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe has now pitched up at Old Trafford, there is every reason to believe that the Red Devils could be successful with any pitch for his services. Recently, Liverpool were also credited with an interest by Nice Mutton, and alongside Virgil van Dijk, the Frenchman would arguably form one of the best centre-back pairings in the Premier League. The 24-year-old is unlikely to come cheap, but if the buying club wants guaranteed quality, then they will need to pay for it. A fee hasn't yet been discussed, and that may be because it's likely to be the summer at the earliest before he departs League One. Romano said the following: "Let me clarify once again, there are no clear favourites for the signature of Jean-Clair Todibo, and the expectation is for him to move in the summer, not now. It will take time before we know who the favourite is and what kind of evolution there will be in the next months. My information remains that Nice don't want to sell Todibo in January. Were Todibo to move to Old Trafford, then the expectation would also be that either Raphael Varane or Harry Maguire would be likely to make way. Both have recently been linked with moves away, though ultimately it doesn't appear that either will move on until the summer." Man United working to sign midfielder prodigy who could cost around £50 million. Manchester United are keen on improving their midfield department with the signing of Arthur Vermeeren. A report from Football Insider claims that Manchester United are now laying the foundations of a potential summer move for the 18-year-old central midfielder. Vermeeren has done quite well for Royal Antwerp this season, and he has impressed with his performances in the UEFA Champions League as well. The 18-year-old is a prodigious talent with a big future ahead of him, and he could prove to be a solid, long-term acquisition for the Red Devils. Manchester United need to sign a quality midfielder who will help out defensively and control the tempo of the game as well. The 18-year-old can play for the biggest clubs in the world, and he could develop into a key player for Manchester United with the right coaching and guidance. Royal Antwerp will demand a fee of around £25 million for the talented young midfielder, but the final fee could rise to £50 million including bonuses. It will be interesting to see if Manchester United are prepared to pay that kind of money for the talented young midfielder. Vermeeren certainly has the potential to justify the investment. Manchester United will be hoping to compete for major trophies in the coming season, and they need to improve the squad in order to compete with the elite clubs. The midfield is an area that is in need of additions. Casemiro has not been at his best this season, and summer signing Sofiane Amrabat has been largely underwhelming. The Royal Antwerp midfielder seems tailor-made for Manchester United, and it remains to be seen whether they can get the deal done. Dutch journalist says Man United would be a very good choice for Ajax striker. Manchester United would be a very good choice for Ajax striker Brian Brobbey this summer, according to the Telegraph journalist Mike Verwey. The Dutchman has handed his debut by manager Erik at Ajax, but he went on to join Leipzig on a free transfer in the summer of 2021. The 21-year-old returned to the club on loan in January 2022 and scored 7 goals in 12 games as they won the Eredivisie title. Ten Hag is said to be interested in bringing him to Old Trafford this summer, and speaking on the Telegraph's podcast where he feels Brobbey could make a switch to United, the journalist said that Brobbey does not want to go to the absolute top after leaving Ajax. This would make United a very good choice and a sensible one in his opinion, he said. After Ajax, Brobbey does not want to go to the absolute top, but just below the top. Then Manchester United would be a very good one at the moment. That also seems very sensible to me. If a club like Real Madrid were to come, I do think he would say yes, but he has it in his head that the absolute top might not be a very good idea yet. Brobbey previously confirmed that Ten Hag was in contact with him before his return to Ajax. The Red Devils head coach asked him whether he would be interested in joining United, but the striker had already made his mind up to rejoin his hometown club after a difficult spell in the Bundesliga. He is most likely to pursue a bigger challenge at the end of the season. Ten Hag is looking at him, but in our opinion, the club should not act as a stepping stone for a player to join Real Madrid, for example. Unless Brobbey is fully committed to United for the long term, the club should avoid an approach. He would be a quality acquisition to provide competition to Rasmus Højlund up front for many seasons. Man United are ahead of the competition for Atalanta defender Giorgio Scalvini. Manchester United are ahead of the competition to sign Atalanta defender Giorgio Scalvini, according to French outlet Foot Mercato. The 20-year-old is one of the best young centre-backs in Italy, and he has already earned a handful of international caps. Atalanta are aware of the high-profile interest in Scalvini, and it's reported that they could find it hard to keep him beyond the summer. Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich are monitoring his progress, but Foot Mercato claim that United are ahead of the competition. It will take a package of €50 million to land the highly rated defender this summer. The Red Devils have a good working relationship with Atalanta over the past few years. They signed Amad Diallo from the Bergamo outfit in January 21 and followed it up with the big money purchase of Rasmus Højlund last summer. Diallo has yet to establish himself as a key player for the Red Devils, but Højlund is currently an undisputed starter up front for the club. In our view, Scalvini would be a fine acquisition in the summer. The young Italian could be seen as a potential replacement for Raphael Varane. United have opted against triggering the extension clause in Varane's contract. If he declines a pay cut, he could leave on a free transfer after June 30. Scalvini still has room for improvement with his distribution, but he is strong in other key aspects. The 20-year-old has won 2.1 tackles per game this term, alongside 2.1 interceptions and 2.3 clearances. He has also made close to 6 recoveries per outing, winning an impressive 61% of his duels. Scalvini is an imposing figure with his height of 194 centimeters and can comfortably handle the aerial threat. The Atalanta graduate would be a quality investment for United. Their good association with the Italian club should help them secure a summer deal. Manchester United linked to global superstar Vinicius Jr. as Real Madrid eye Kylian Mbappé summer deal. As we approach the midpoint of the January transfer window, rumors are in full swing. Many are believable and some are less so, to say the least. Spanish outlet Vigaches has already shown an aptitude for imagination when they reported in December that Manchester United were keen to supply Erik Ten Hag with the likes of Jean-Clair Todibo, Joao Palhinha and Victor Osimhen, all in the month of January. The transfer website has once again gone for a creative solution, but certainly an incredibly exciting one. Vigaches claim that alongside Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City, the Red Devils have their sights set on Vinicius Jr. as a key addition to lead their attacking front. With prominent names such as Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho, Manchester United seeks to strengthen its squad, and Vinicius presents himself as an ideal candidate to fulfill that role. The outlet reports that this is a possibility due to Real Madrid being immersed in an ambitious strategy to secure the arrival of Kylian Mbappé next season, and one of the tactical moves could involve the sale of Vinicius as a bargaining chip. Both players occupy the same position, and any deal for the French star would be incredibly expensive, even on a free deal, due to the wages he would ask for. It's an open secret that Real Madrid have been obsessed with the signing of Mbappé for years now, and once again, the club has been linked to the World Cup winner. However, it's less clear that they would be willing to part with their current attacking star. Real Madrid fans probably dream of pairing the two together rather than swapping them. It's important to remember that we love football for its unpredictability, and certainly stranger things have happened in the transfer windows. Nonetheless, this report must be taken with a pinch of salt. The young Brazilian has spoken many times of how happy he is playing for the La Liga giants and has already won everything there is to win in Spain and in Europe. Furthermore, the 23-year-old signed a new deal in the autumn that takes his contract to 2027. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.